We'll learn in this video to rationalize the denominators of the expressions whose denominators contain a term with a square root. We have here two examples of the fractions having the irrational denominators. To rationalize the denominator means to change the irrational denominator to a rational number. Like in first example, the denominator is root 5, which is an irrational number. Also in second example, the denominator is 3 plus root 7, which is also an irrational number. So we'll learn to eliminate the radical signs. As you see, root 5 and root 7. The square root sign that you see here is called the radical sign. So how to eliminate these radical signs? Let's begin with the first example. 1 upon root 5. The denominator here is root 5, which is an irrational number. To change it to a rational number, what we do is we find an equivalent of this fraction in which the denominator is a rational number. If we multiply this root 5 by itself, then we'll get 5 as the product because root 5 multiplied by root 5 equals to 5. So multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by root 5 to get an equivalent fraction with the rational number as the denominator. Now 1 multiplied by root 5 equals to root 5 and root 5 multiplied by root 5 equals to 5. The denominator is now the rational number. Thus, we have rationalized the denominator. Now let's take the second example, that is 1 upon 3 plus root 7. Now the denominator here is 3 plus root 7, which is an irrational number, and we are required to change it to a rational number. To rationalize the denominator, we find an equivalent fraction of this expression in which the denominator is a rational number. How do we find the equivalent of any fraction? If we multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number, then we get an equivalent of the fraction. Since the denominator has two terms with the plus sign in between, use the same two terms but with the minus sign in between to multiply the numerator and the denominator. Thus, multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by 3 minus root 7. 1 upon 3 plus root 7 multiplied by 3 minus root 7 upon 3 minus root 7. 1 into 3 minus root 7, 1 into 3 minus root 7 upon 3 plus root 7 into 3 minus root 7. 3 plus root 7 into 3 minus root 7. 1 into 3 minus root 7 equals to 3 minus root 7, and in the denominator we have 3 plus root 7 into 3 minus root 7. This expression is in the form a plus b into a minus b. We can apply here the identity a plus b into a minus b equals to a squared minus b squared. Here a equals to 3 and b equals to root 7. So a squared minus b squared will be 3 squared minus root 7 whole squared. 3 minus root 7 upon 3 squared is 9 and square of root 7 is 7. 3 minus root 7 upon 9 minus 7. 3 minus root 7 upon 2. Now the denominator is a rational number. Thus we have rationalized the denominator. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.